Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's Facebook and Instagram Live. I'm Christine Daal from Fashionista Warrior, and tonight is episode 91. We are going to do a case study on the fashion brand ThirdLove. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be amazing. Don't forget to give me your hearts, give me your thumbs up. I need it. I love it. It's like oxygen to me. Hey, South Elevation. Bren, Washington. Elva Tanza. Hey, Dominica. How are you? Nice to see you on. Also, don't forget, this will stay up in our stories on Instagram for 24 hours. However, after that, it will be deleted. So you'll have to go over to our Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group to watch it. And you can watch all of our replays there. There are literally over 90 Facebook Lives, which means over 45 hours of free information. So definitely head on over and check them out. Hopefully we will not have any technical issues tonight. And if you want to come on live with me, please request. I may bring you on. And we can chat because I want to hear from you guys. I miss all of you. I don't know about all of you, but I'm definitely getting a little crazy in this quarantine. I definitely can't wait for it to be over. Hey, Rakina, how are you? Also, guys, please pray for me. There is something really wrong with my elbow. It is really sore and swollen. I'm praying I don't have bursitis or something it's called. I had a teledoc appointment today and there's like a lot of fluid in there. So please pray for me. If it doesn't get better in the next couple days, I'm going to have to go into the doctor, which I really don't want to have to do right now, if you know what I mean. So, hey, thanks for joining. How is everyone? All right, so let's get started with our case study. So these case studies, for those of you who were here last year with me in the Facebook Lives, we started doing these case studies. And they're amazing because we're basically examining fashion brands and I'm giving you my scoop on why I think that they are successful. I'm going to tell you their story of how they got started. We're going to dissect them. And this way you can know exactly what you need to do for your business. Yes, thank you for the prayers, Rakina. Hey, Avery, how are you? SGG Destiny, hey. So we try to pick different companies, different categories. This is actually the 5th case study that we're doing. And I try to give you guys different situations, different business models, different channels of distribution. That way you can see there is not a one-size-fits-all answer to success. And also, sneak peek to what's coming, we are working on the first ever Will You Be Successful in Your Fashion Business quiz. There is nothing that exists. You can Google it on the internet that will determine how successful you will be in your fashion business. So we are actually doing our own quiz. I'm putting it together right now, and I can't wait to release it to all of you very, very soon. Okay, so today we're gonna discuss how this couple for ThirdLove built a successful business that is worth $1 million today, why having a strong why is super important, how their bad press became good press, why offering something for everyone is actually a good idea, why you should consider hiring a professional designer, and the one thing that they are collecting that is more valuable than money. And I want you guys to participate with me, so make sure that you're chatting in the comments so that I can hear from you and I don't feel like I'm here all by myself. So first off, who has heard of ThirdLove? Give me a yes, give me an amen, give me an I have not, no. Have you guys heard of ThirdLove? Do you know who they are? Sometimes I pick brands that are very well known. Sometimes I pick brands that aren't very well known at all. So I'm always curious to kind of see if you guys have heard of them or have not heard of them. So who's heard of ThirdLove? Let me know. They are rapidly growing. Their Instagram is now 328,000 followers and Facebook 547,000 likes. So Jungle Hippie says no. You can visit them at their website, thirdlove.com. So they are a direct-to-consumer e-commerce company based in San Fran that is dedicated to making comfortable bras for every single woman, no matter what shape, what size, etc. It was founded by Heidi Zach and her husband. They are on a mission to make buying bras a whole new experience by making it easy to shop online for a bra, which traditionally has not ever really been done. Okay, great. So most of you have not heard of them. Okay, cool. But Jungle Hippie, that doesn't mean anything here. No worries. They started in 2013 when their first bra was launched. 2019, they opened up their first pop-up concept store in New York City. They now offer over 78 sizes of bras including bands that go from 30 inches to 48 inches and cup sizes from AA all the way up to I. Yes, the letter I. They also have several different skin tone color options, which I love. They're the first bra company to make half sizes. So if you were an A and a half, I guess, or something like that. They've raised around $68 million since being founded in 2013. They are valued at over $750 million, according to Crunchbase.com. They're already generating over $100 million annually, and they produce hundreds of thousands of bras per month. So we're going to get into the 11 reasons that I think they are super successful. And now we did reach out to the founders of ThirdLove. They did not get back to us, so I don't have any insider scoop for you guys this time. We try to always get some insider scoop so that I can tell you firsthand from their mouths, but we did do a lot of research and we know a lot about them. So, number one, they had a very strong why. So it was their core belief, and specifically Heidi, that every woman deserves to feel comfortable and confident. And so that's why they went into the bra industry. I'll get a little bit more into her background in a minute. But they also have partnered with a lot of organizations. So I Support the Girls, Souls for Souls, Good 360, St. Anthony's, and they donate lots and lots of bras. To date, I think they've donated over $20 million worth of bras to these organizations. And you have to keep in mind, guys, that a lot of shelters, a lot of homeless organizations, a lot of organizations that help less fortunate people don't always get donations of bras because nobody wants to donate a worn bra, right? Like, that's not something that you kind of want to be secondhand, right? And so it's really a privilege that they actually get to donate bras, which is awesome and amazing. And they have some great videos up on their website. So definitely check them out. Where are they made? I actually don't know, Jungle Hippie. That's a great question. My assumption would be overseas. I do not think they produce in the United States. Their prices are pretty reasonable. Okay, number two, their product grew out of a need. So this is always a good thing, typically, that if you feel that there is a need in the marketplace, something that does not exist, you personally have a problem that you're experiencing, right? Other people might have the same problem. This may be a good business idea. So the co-founder, Heidi, she had 12 bras in her drawer in 2012 and none of them fit, and she was frustrated with all these bad fitting bras, and so she decided, hey, I'm gonna go build my own bra. The thought of bra shopping to her in a physical store was very discouraging, and so not only did she want a bra that would fit, but she wanted to revolutionize the industry and bring bra shopping online, and we're gonna talk about a little bit how she did that in a minute. Rakina says, I always thought about a bra line, being that I'm so heavy. My first line at market, I actually spoke with a manufacturer. Cool. Yes. So yeah, it could be something that have a problem, an issue. You can't find something that fits you properly, that sort of thing, right? So you decide to go out and create your own fashion line. So my question for you guys, who thinks having a niche is necessary to be successful in the fashion industry? Yes? No? Who thinks having a niche is necessary in order to be successful in the fashion industry? You guys have heard a lot of my case studies. Most of them up until this point have all been niches. So I want to hear from you guys. The definition of a niche, by the way, is relating to products or services or interests that appeal to a small, specialized section of the population. So Chic Petite says yes. Jungle Hippie, yes. Okay, so actually in this case for ThirdLove, it's the opposite. They decided to do the opposite of a niche. Instead of appealing to a very small category of women, they decided they're gonna appeal to everyone. So that's actually her USP in a sense, that she wanted to appeal to everyone. It's the exact opposite of a niche. It's basically inclusivity. She's including everyone. Doesn't matter what your size is, doesn't matter what your shape is, what your skin tone color is. She literally has 78 bra sizes. And for comparison, her bra sizes go from 30 to 48 inches and cups AA all the way up to I. For comparison, Victoria's Secret only offers 30 AA to 40 triple D, so she's offering more bandwidths and more sizes. And American Eagle's Aerie only offers a 30A to a 40 double D. So as you can see, she definitely spans the market plus size, Missy. She included half sizes, which wasn't even invented before, right? So she definitely has the opposite of a niche in this case. And that's working to her advantage. Number 4, market research. And you guys know I've talked about this so much. It is super, super important to do your market research. Yes, Alicia May says Victoria's Secret does not have my size. So you should check ThirdLove. And I'm going to tell you even more why you should check ThirdLove in a minute. But market research, this brand has made it a point to fit their bras on real bodies. And they even cast 78 real women, not models, in all different sizes, backgrounds, ethnicities, ages, sexes, sexuality, gender identity, everything, right? In order to showcase their collection and how amazingly it does fit so many different body shapes and sizes. And it's also, they threw in there a little bit of body positivity, which is also a plus to helping them be successful. Next, number 5 is proof of concept. So this kind of goes along with the same point. There was a point in time in the beginning of their business when the co-founder Heidi found, that speaking to women, there were some women that were saying, hey, you don't offer my size. You don't make a bra that actually fits me. And that was actually very painful for her to hear. And so she decided in 2018, so keep in mind they started in 2013. So 5 years later, they decided to extend their size offerings. And they did this by doing a pre-sale of some kind, right? They were able to get 1.3 million women on a wait list for these extended sizes. That is amazing, guys. Now, take note, number 1, they didn't do the extended sizes day 1. So they started obviously with a smaller number of sizes and offering day 1. 5 years later, they decided to expand. They've already built a database. They've already built a customer base. They already have a lot of information. They've already built a tribe, right? Makes sense to expand, so don't try to expand too quick. And then they didn't just go out and say, okay, we're going to manufacture all these other sizes. They decided to put it up on their website and see what people wanted. And they got 1.3 million women on a wait list. That is crazy. So that was number 5. The 5th reason they're successful is because they did proof of concept. They had proof of concept and they did a pre-sale. Okay, number 6, before we get into number 6, which has to do with press, I want to know from you guys. I want to hear from you. Hey, Kayla Jewelry. Do you think bad press can be good? I want to hear from you. Who thinks bad press can be good? Yes? Who thinks bad press is just bad and you don't want it? Let me hear from you guys. There's a bunch of you on. Hey, Jessica, how are you? Jessica, sorry about that. Jungle Hippie, yes, she thinks bad press can be good. I want to hear from you guys. Shayna, hi, how are you? Alicia May, Rakina, Angela, George, Linda. I want to hear from you ladies. Avery, yes. Okay, so yes, I agree, Alvatanza. If you've ever heard the saying, any press is good press, that saying is very true. And while nobody wants bad press is still good press. And it's getting your name out there and it's stirring up controversy and people will be talking about it. And half the time, the things that go viral on social media are controversial topics or subjects, or people have very opposing opinions on them, correct? So they decided, and I don't know when this was, I think it was in 2018, 2019, they decided to take out an ad in the New York Times bashing Victoria's Secret for not being inclusive of all sizes and not having transgender models on their runway for the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And it went crazy. Like, it got into this whole big thing with Victoria's Secret. And while they didn't set out to make it such a big deal, they at the same time wanted to stand firm on their beliefs of why they started their business, to be inclusive to all. And basically they're Victoria's Secret #1 competitor now. So bad press for them was still good press. Okay, number 7, the 7th reason they are super successful, they have a great partnership and they both have great backgrounds. So number 1, partnerships, I will say, are very tricky. In this case, it is a husband and wife partner. And so they're already life partners, right? Which is great. They trust each other. They balance each other out. They push each other to do better. but they also had very good backgrounds. They both worked at Google before starting the business, so they came from a marketing background. And then Heidi also worked at Aeropostale as the director of international sales. So she had a little bit of sales background and specifically in the fashion industry. And you guys know I'm always saying if you don't have industry experience or a background in fashion and or business, marketing, something that's going to help your business, it's going to be much harder for you to succeed in this industry. And so they have great backgrounds. They work really well together. They've been quoted as saying having a co-founder is huge advantage. It's really helped them get through the peaks, get through the valleys. I know Heidi has said that there were definitely low points, and at one point they were running out of money, and she kept saying, I don't know if we're gonna make it, and he kept saying, we're gonna do this. And she said, honestly, if it was me doing it by myself without my husband, I probably would not have made it through. So they have kept each other on track and making it through, which leads me to point number 8, which is they've pushed past obstacles and they've decided to never quit. This is really, really important, guys. You need to be able to learn from your failures. And we did an entire Facebook Live, and I'm sorry I don't have the exact episode number for you, but I'll put it in the show notes of why failure is needed for success. Super, super important. And they've been quoted, Heidi has said, being from outside our industry, outside the fashion industry, with a lot of naivete, we started off manufacturing in a highly inefficient manner. For a tiny team with little resources, we took on way too much early on in the beginning. We were way too ambitious, made on-demand product line. Right before they ran out of money and lost it all, they painfully pivoted their supply chain and manufacturing based on what they had learned. And she said, this was the lowest moment in my career, yet it proved to be the most meaningful. So sometimes you have to push past your obstacles. Sometimes you have to just have the mentality that you're never going to quit. I always say quitting is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. If you just make the decision to never, never quit, you will succeed, I promise. It might take you longer. You might have to go through more crap to get there, right? But you will never fail if you truly never quit. And so I want you guys to type in the comments right now, I will never quit. Make this declaration. Hold yourself accountable. There's a lot of people on that are watching this right now. Hold yourself accountable in front of everyone that you will never quit. Whatever your passion is, whatever your dream is, I dare you to go after it with all of your heart, with all of your might, and do whatever it takes. And that will make you succeed for sure. Work in spite of fear. I love it, Rakina. Yes. Alicia, I will never quit. Yes. Jungle Hippie, I will never quit. Eat, travel, love, life, mama. Great title there. Hi, how are you? Haley Rayward, hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, so we're moving right along to number 9. The 9th reason they are super successful, they hired a professional designer. They knew the experience that they lacked. This is really, really key for business owners, guys. And we talked about this last week when we did our Facebook Live all about the qualities needed to be a successful business owner. They hired a professional designer because they knew they lacked that experience and knowledge, right? So they decided to hire a professional bra designer and work with her to create the line. And I'll also say that it's on, baby. I love it. Yes, it is on, truly. And don't be scared of COVID, guys. Like, you will bounce back. I am praying for each and every one of you. Whatever you feel like you have lost during this time, whatever money, whatever business, whatever you feel like you have lost, God can bring it back to you sevenfold. Your end of 2020 can be so much greater than your beginning of 2020. It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. So don't ever doubt the possibilities and the opportunities that can come your way. So what I wanted to say is those of you who are banking on getting investors, which you guys know I tell you all the time, don't bank on getting an investor. It is a lot harder than it can seem. But I will say no one's going to invest in you if you can't prove that you've got the right team that's got the right experience and the right background. And this is honestly a lot of the reason why people come to us and work with us. We have an amazing project management service that we launched about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. We've got designers in all different categories, from wovens to knits to bathing suits to activewear to lingerie, everything in between. I personally have a dress design background, woven design, ready to wear background. So It is amazing. This is why people come to work with us, because if you're going to pitch an investor, they're going to want to know what's your background, what are you good at, and who's on your team, and what advantage do you have to actually making it succeed, making the line succeed, right? Because you have no proof, you have no sales, you have no, proven proof of concept. You're coming to them for startup money, startup capital, and they're definitely not going to want to invest if they think they're investing in somebody that doesn't even have the right experience or the right tools or the right knowledge to really do this. And shout out, we just finished doing an entire line for at the Caldwell collection. It is amazing. Go check them out, guys. It is beautiful. I'm so proud of the work that we were able to do for them. Their line is gorgeous. They're doing their pre-sales right now, and we can't wait to finish all their production and have everything shipped in the fall. So I'm super, super excited. Yes, awesome. You can't do it all. You have to hire people to do what you can't. Rakina, yes, you are so, so on. COVID-19 masks, how do you balance this and building your fashion business? So yes, one of the keys to being a really good, successful business owner, entrepreneur, is understanding what you need to say yes to, what you need to say no to, what's a priority, what's not a priority, where your focus should be, when's the time to pivot. You just heard me read off a quote from Heidi. They literally had to pivot their entire manufacturing because the way they were doing it wasn't working. Avery, what's the name? I think you meant the name of the company we're talking about. It's ThirdLove. We're talking about ThirdLove. They're an amazing bra company. Not sure if this was answered. Yes. So it's really, something that you've got to dig down and see, is this what you're supposed to be doing? And we'll talk about things like this at our vision board party, which, by the way, is coming up in 2 days on Thursday. We have maybe 6 tickets left. It is free, guys. You do not have to pay for this event. I'm doing it as my gift to all of you during COVID-19. And I want you guys to have success. So join us for the vision board party, because we're going to talk about things like how to get clear on your vision, how to know what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. Awesome, Alicia, you're signed up. Perfect. And if it does sell out, which it probably will, guys, don't worry. We'll do another one. I promise. There's been a lot of demand for this event, and I'll make sure we do another one. Okay? Awesome. So moving right along to number 10. And this is a big one. They decided, ThirdLove, to incorporate tech and focus on data from the beginning. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. There's a lot of you on. Does anyone know the one thing in this world that you can collect that's more valuable than money? Yes, there is literally something you can collect that is way more valuable than just having money or just collecting money. Anyone know? Does anyone know what it is? I'm curious to know. Oh, the company that we consulted with, Avery? Yes, Caldwell Collection. It's CALDWELLCOLLECTION. Caldwell Collection. Emails, Jungle Hippie. You're on the right path for sure. Alicia May, I think you cheated, but yes, you are correct. Data. Data is more valuable than money, and I will explain why. So ThirdLove had a data-first approach. Through the technology that they developed, they had a smartphone app in the beginning that had a camera that would size and suggest different products for people. Then they went on to use these big data analytics, and they turned a single person's quest for their bra into one for many, and they started aggregating all the images of all the busts. And this actually helped them design the perfect bras to be able to fit so many different women's shape, and size. And then from there, they developed an online quiz, pay attention now, known as their Fit Finder. If you go to their website, you can take this quiz. And customers are asked a series of questions. It only takes 60 seconds to take the quiz. There are videos along the way to help you if you have questions on what you should be doing and what you should be looking at. And then they used that data from that Fit Finder to create physical products that were better for 257 different individual sized women. And they use that data to create a better digital product experience. They now to date have had over 12 million women take that quiz. And each time a customer does, the algorithm actually gets better and smarter over time. genius. Okay, that's the one word I have for you guys, genius. Okay, so I want everyone to type in the comments, data is more powerful than money. Type it in the comments right now. I want to hear from you. Data is more powerful than money, and I'm going to prove it even more to you in just a minute. But there's been a great Netflix documentary, for those of you who are into Netflix documentaries, I certainly am, called The Great Hack. And if anyone's interested, I definitely highly suggest you go and watch it. It talks about how there are over 5,000 data points on every single person in the world, or at least in the United States. I can't say in the entire world, but in the United States. So it's very, very powerful, because once you have the data, you can do so many things with it. And if need be, you can even sell it. And it talks about how big companies have gotten into trouble for selling data on us, including companies like Facebook and all this kind of stuff. So, which leads me to number 11, the 11th most important thing or reason why ThirdLove is successful. They then use this data for social media advertising, and specifically they buy tons and tons of Facebook and Instagram ads. They turn that data around and they use it to find their perfect fit market in the Facebook ad world. They target their customers that they think that would be a potential customer. And it helps to recommend items. It helps to make it a more efficient way of browsing and then buying. It is genius. Yes, the documentary is called The Great Hack. It's literally called The Great Hack. It wasn't as, I guess, exciting, I will say, as I wanted it to be, but it's very interesting. So if you can stay awake, I actually fell asleep during it and need to go back and finish. But if you can stay awake, it is a very powerful documentary. It's called The Great Hack. Yes, Alicia says, makes sense that in emails, companies have a disclaimer that says they won't sell data. Yes, it is very important. And a lot of the fine print, when you sign up for things like Facebook and Instagram and any other app that you've ever downloaded to your phone, there is a huge long terms and privacy policy and all of that stuff that none of us ever read, because none of us ever have time to read. And in those privacy policies and terms, you have actually agreed to a lot of things that if you read, you probably would not actually agree to. So I do advise that the next time you do download an app, read those things. If you want to go back, start deleting some apps that you have already agreed to. It's really, really important that you're not sharing information, that you don't have your location setting on at all times when you're using apps, right? Or not using apps. They should only be on while you're in the app, not when you're out of the app, and so on and so forth. It is kind of scary how much data the government and these other agencies have on all of us, and how they're using it to influence you into getting you to buy certain products and sway your decisions. So something to think about. So these are the 11 reasons why, oh no, I'm having poor connection on Instagram. Okay, we're back. These are the 11 reasons why, in my opinion, ThirdLove is so successful. So I encourage you to go check them out. Take the Fit Finder quiz if you're a woman. See if it works, if it's good. It actually worked for me. I personally don't have that much of a problem buying a bra, so it's not that big of a deal to me. But I know a lot of women do because of their body shapes and sizes. And notice, for all of you Fashion Startup Intensive students that are probably already in the FSI, a lot of the things we talked about in this case study and in all of our case studies, we talk about in the Fashion Startup Intensive group coaching program. We talk about having the right mindset, why you need to have a why. We talk about the importance of doing market research and how you should actually do your market research, the importance of having a proof of concept, how to run a pre-sale, design, press, building your audience, building data before you launch. I'm really, really key on doing that stuff before you actually launch so that you can actually make money when you do launch, and so much more. So if you want information on that, go to fashionninjawarrior.com/FSI for Fashion Startup Intensive. So definitely go back, check out all of our previous case studies. We've done Facebook Live 75, which was the Red Dress Boutique, Facebook Live 77, Maison Cleo, Facebook Live 79 was the round 2, and Facebook 84, was Ministry of Supplies. So this is our 5th case study. I urge you to go back and watch all the case studies. You will find there were very different points that I made, some similar, but very different points that I made in all the case studies. So I'll put a link to that inside the Facebook Live Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group so that you can go and quickly check those out. Don't forget to join our new virtual events that are coming up. Our free vision board party is coming up in 2 days. I'm super excited. I want to see all of your lovely faces. We've sold over 90 something tickets, so we've got maybe 6 tickets left. We can only have 100 people because I'm doing it on Zoom, and I want to see everybody. So I want to see you guys. Instead of talking at you, I want to converse with you. So it's going to be fun, and if it does sell out, we'll do it again. Don't worry. And then coming up in 2 weeks, we're going to do how to design with trends and prints. Really, really important if you are stuck as far as how do I incorporate the new trends into my line without making my line look so trend heavy? And how do I design into my fabrics instead of designing and then trying to find a fabric that works for that design? And how do I design with prints? What's the difference between a border print and an all over print and a placement print? Double border, single borders, right? We're gonna talk about that, up and down prints. We're gonna talk all about prints, how to properly design into them, also so that you can cut them properly for production, which is super, super important. How to capitalize on your bestsellers, which is really important. How to develop a tight, cohesive line that customers are going to want. These are keys that will make you a really good designer, that will set you apart from the average designers to the very, very good designers. Awesome. Alicia has her poster board and her markers ready to go for the vision board party. I love it. Any other tools required? Check the listing. We have all the things that you're gonna need for the vision board party. And don't worry if you guys don't have vision boards and markers and poster board and all that stuff. You can create a virtual vision board. Pinterest is great for that. Even just a Word doc is perfectly fine. So you don't have to have any physical supplies if you don't actually have them right now. So do not worry. So come to our events. Vision board party Thursday, how to design with prints and trends is coming up in 2 weeks. It is free for FSI students. It is only $15. We never offer anything for $15, which is insane, until May 1st, which is Friday. After that, it goes up to $25. It's gonna be an awesome, awesome seminar. And then next week, tune in again, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific, for our Facebook Live inside the Fearless Fashionpreneur Facebook group. We'll be talking about how to multitask and be productive. And as always, don't forget to always do whatever it takes. I love you guys. Take care. Stay well. Pray for my elbow, please. It hurts a lot. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.